Hello everyone, Sientir here with Kingdom Come Deliverance. Last time, I managed to leave Talmberg Castle by way of questionable activity. Ooh. Well, those are not good. Questionable activities, by which I mean stealing a set of armor. Because that's how I could figure out how to proceed. So here we are. I need to make my way back to Skalitz, but I neglected a horse, so we're going to be taking the long way back of I've got legs, let's use them. I might be able to fast travel, actually. But for now, I kind of want to run back and kind of look at the scenery a little bit, figure out what's going on. I'll investigate fast travel later. I know it's there. For what that's worth. I kind of want to take a look at the scenery when I am not running away from it at breakneck pace, trying to avoid getting murdered by very angry soldiers shooting at me. It was very uncomfortable, you see. I should check my map to make sure I'm going the right way. Yes. This is certainly a lot shorter of a path when you've got a horse that you're going on. I have discovered camp. Well, what does the Codex say about camping? In the Middle Ages, countries were constantly being crossed by marauding groups of soldiers, brigands, and guardsmen in groups of various sizes, or lone combatants who often changed their place of abode. They lived in makeshift huts, shelters, or tents around a central fire. Some stayed at one camp for several days. Others set up camp only for one night and moved on again next day. One important factor in their choice of campsite was the ready availability of water, food, animal fodder, and firewood. Very rarely they camped in villages or by a castle or in its vicinity. This was reserved for overnighting by the nobility and their entourage. During wartime or while on the run, they would sleep in the open, since there was no time to raise or break down tents. Noblemen's armies also camped at sites where provincial militias were gradually gathering, or while awaiting the arrival of reinforcements or allies. The longest lasting, sometimes up to several months, were encampments for laying siege to strongholds, or those on riverbanks, waiting to engage with enemy forces on the other side. Yeah, because the first one to get into the water was probably screwed. Tents were intentionally erected close together for security, mimicking battlements. The largest tent in the center of the camp belonged to the commander. Nearby tents housed nobles and high-ranking soldiers, surrounded by simple shelters and huts for ordinary soldiers and their horses. There was no need to camp together in one place, and an army could make camp across several locations. In the larger camps, there would be a field chapel, an infirmary to care for the wounded, and sometimes even a makeshift brothel. Simple tents in the Middle Ages took the shape of a capital A with a square base and a distinctive central pole mounted onto upright stands. The tent canvas was most often made from flax or hemp, undyed for ordinary soldiers, but variously colored and decorated for the commanders. The men slept on the ground on mats, skins, pelts, but the nobility and churchmen would have travel beds. Long-term camping was challenging logistically, supplies always being the responsibility of the administrator of the nearest affiliated township. If the army was on hostile territory, it would send out provisioning detachments to procure food and fuel. When supplies ran short, it was time to move on to another location or give up the campaign. The worst occurrence was an outbreak of any epidemic in the camp, since hygiene was difficult to maintain. While waiting for developments, there would also be quarrels, duels, and fights, which could escalate into a bigger conflict and significantly compromise the army. Disputes, therefore, had to be judged, and if necessary, severe punishments meted out. Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you're not... So there is an encampment here or something, yeah? Grindstone. Objective failed. Get a horse. Yep, I failed to get a horse. You are correct. But my quest to run was completed. Apparently I went far enough to trigger the cutscene.
It's like they've already gone.
Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, no kidding. And you just know that has to reek, too. Because that's what's going to go on there is people lose control of their bowels and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be wretched. Okay, let's see what my quest is. That's not the quest log. Homecoming. Although my liege lord, Sir Razik Kabila, forbade me to leave Talmberg, and the Lord of Talmberg, Sir Dervish, complied with his wishes and tried to keep me in the castle. In the end, I succeeded in leaving. I had to get back to Skalitz to bury my parents. I couldn't just leave their bodies to the dogs. So, let's see. Skalitz was in an even worse state than I expected. Sigismund's soldiers massacred everyone they came across, and not only in the town. In the nearby village of Ravna, people who were trying to take refuge in the church were butchered. I have to find my parents' bodies and bury them. Unless someone moved them, they should be still lying where they were cut down. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Step 1, where at? Oh, okay, this is Ravna. So I still need to continue on to Skalitz proper. In these driving rains.
Who's there? What?
I see. Okay.
What have we got here?
And now I get the thing for armed combat.
Bugger!
Get out of here, bandit. Let's see. I mean, is there any reason why I shouldn't just take all of it? Hey, food. I mean, this is grizzly, but food is useful. Okay. So, what's up with these apples? Freshness is... Okay, what's this little icon mean? Carrot. Do I have... Okay, my encumbrance is 61 of 70. So I can't carry too much more stuff. Can I eat? Well, I ate the apple. Hopefully that wasn't a mistake. Okay, that's probably is indicating like vitality or something. Let's go ahead and eat this pear before... These pears before they get any worse. Okay, I'm doing well on nourishment. My energy is getting low. Oh. It looks like I have been perhaps slightly poisoned. Food poisoning. You've got food poisoning. Next time, be more careful what you eat. Your health is gradually depleted, and so are those stats in proportion to the degree of poisoning. It looks like I'm probably very mildly poisoned, so I should be okay soon, but... Looks like a number of these are doing okay. So I don't need to worry about them. But that apple was in bad shape, and I should not have eaten it. Is what I'm seeing. I guess that's what I get for eating that. Do you have any... I mean, yes, I'm going to take your excess food. You do not need your food. I need your food. It's very mercenary here. Okay, that's enough looting dead corpses for lunch. Wow, things did not go well here. Wait, which way is... Okay, I want the southern road. Ah, is a dead horse.
Sweet Jesus. It's the charcoal burner.
Does he have charcoal? Well, he has more food. Horseradish. Not necessarily in good condition. Oh, yeah, charcoal spilled all over the ground. Somebody's been hung, it looks like, too. Take your pretzel. Oh, good. Eye closes that as well. How convenient.
Hey!
What's this now? I'm not going chasing them down. Bandage and coin. Groshen, Groshen, Groshen. There's lots of Dosh in this big bad world. Aha. Things I could buy. So that's coin. I mean, I'm going to take the coin and the bandage. I'm not going to look at everything here, though.
Who's there? Well now, what was come crawling out from under some rock? Yeah!
Oh, surrender. I see.
You're not going anywhere, aren't you? Leave your weapon on the ground and get lost.
So be it.
Uh-huh. How's that for weight? Oh, that axe is in bad shape. I'm doing okay on my weight still, I think. I think that's what this is. Now, discovered a fast travel point. Most excellent. This looks like the place I'm heading for. Yeah, there's Skalitz. These dried mushrooms are not in the best of condition. Oh, that would... But I can equip that. Cool. It's not in the best of shape, but... Patched hose. Is that better than... No, not really. Is there a way to... Okay, so I'd need to improve its condition by doing other stuff. I see. So this is the town, yes? This does not look great. I mean, everything's very wet as well, which accentuates the feelings going on right now. So, okay, maybe don't jump like that. Ah, tree. Boy, the atmospherics are really good right now. I mean, everything's really going to be pretty thoroughly looted, I imagine. By the raiders and then the bandits that have come after. I don't know if I actually came down this way this far. Well, that's all kinds of messed up. Let's see, where are things? Okay, I'm on kind of the outside edge, so... that would be... okay, let's curve around to the right, then. That looks like that goes potentially towards the entrance, or another entrance, I should say. Soak in that ambiance, that atmosphere. I like their rain sound and whatnot. They've done a really good job of making the rain feel very rainy. Henry right now has got to be utterly miserable. It's got to reek. He is wet, likely cold. Armor's heavy.
What's that? What are you doing here? Tired of looking?
I'll let you go, but the weapon stays here.
I agree.
Now get out of here. Bludgeon. How am I doing on weight? I have 74. And put this sword away. I don't need it just at the moment. I'll take the bandage. The dried mushrooms can stay here.
Bailiff. He didn't run like me. He died with a sword in his hand.
Yeah, there's nothing on him either. Well. A lot of people need burying.
You stood by his side and he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon like me.
Oh. Got some apples in good condition. His parents were cut down up here. Yep, here we go. Cutscene time. As Henry has all the feels.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find the shovel and take care of you.
Yeah.
I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
How much are they going to have us do? That's my question. Find a spade. Oh man, I can loot my parents. I will take the money. I'm hearing a dog. Find a spade. What is that map indicator? Oh, okay, just somewhere in town. Well, I'm gonna go check up by the smithy first. Bunch of stuff here. Well, the fire's completely out. Here's the laundry. That's kind of weird. I would assume soldiers would actually take the laundry, potentially, because they would want... clothing was significantly more valuable in a day without the same tools we have for making it. That makes weaving and stuff significantly easier to do. So, I mean, it adds some atmosphere and stuff to leave those things around, but they also would be valuable and lockpick. I mean, I'll try. I'll probably suck at it. Yeah. Oh, there goes that lockpick. I tried. Maybe I'll be back later. It's a little bit of a difficult minigame to do, actually. How the heck am I supposed to find a shovel in this rain? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to poke around, eh? Bound to be one somewhere. After all, the game indicates that there is as much. Feels too open, too broad. Let's go look in town proper. Henry's got to be exhausted at this point, if you ask me. I'm definitely hearing a dog bark. I'm not sure how long these embers would stay, given the rain, but, you know, it is what it is, right? It's very atmospheric. Um. I want to see how big that. Oh yeah, it covers all this area. They did a nice job with that map of like representing the buildings and everything. Oh, cobweb. The heck would I do with cobweb? Oh, okay. These are all pretty light, so I'll take them. Not what I was expecting to get, but here we are. Seems like a place where a shovel might be. That is not a shovel. That is some sort of... There's a plow. Thing is, a spade would be valuable to take because there's metal on it that you could rework into something else if you needed to. I don't usually think about that, but... Okay, that's just a big open room. I imagine it was a barn, but... Definitely hearing a barking dog nearby. Let's see what's up here. Well, somebody has some trophies. Not going in there, though. This looks like a cellar. I imagine most of the food supplies have been taken. There's a lot of potentially useful equipment in here. Again, there's a lot of stuff that's set dressing that would...
What are you? It wasn't supposed to be you, Bianca. I'll find the bastards that did this to you. I'll find them. I swear it.
I will take these things.
I'll take this as a keepsake to remember you by. Okay.
I will take this bread. No. Leave that fruit alone. Oh, boy. Henry, I'm sorry. Your day has just gone from bad to worse. It has been utterly wretched. Where the heck is a shovel in all this mess anyway? Oh, I found a cutscene. Maybe it's a shovel cutscene. Oh, there is a shovel.
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Bishop? What in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Mutt. Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing? What are you doing?
Came to bury my parents.
So bury them and leave me be.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the Cunians wanted... They meant to violate her, and God knows what else.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
Would you lend me that spade? I have to dig a grave. I can't find another.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword. I'll gladly trade you my spade for that. How did you come by it, anyway?
My father forged it for Sir Radzig. It's my duty to deliver it to him. It's not for sale.
Go right ahead and dig that grave with your sword. See how that goes. And where will you dig it anyway? Here? You're not going to lay your parents in unhallowed ground, are you?
Father said he wanted to be buried here, and I can't take them to St. James's. God willing, later I can find a priest to consecrate the ground. How did you manage to get away?
How do you think I ran?
I've interrupted you robbing the dead. Is that why you're so ill-tempered? You bastard. Haven't you got a shred of honor?
I mean, I've been taking stuff from the
And
dead.
what of it? The butcher has no more need of corn. And now that I think of it, your sword would do me quite nicely as well. Will you hand it over without a fuss, or do you want to end up like the butcher here?
The only way you'll touch this sword is when I shove it in your guts.
So that's the way of it? Not without a sword, huh?
Wait. Here's a shovel. I don't have a horse to get saddlebags of. I'm only slightly over encumbered. Okay, maybe I'm a lot over encumbered. I mean, okay, so we have this axe. It is in dire need of repairs. Can I equip this? Yes, I can. I don't know. What heavy things do I have? I could potentially... I drop this dried fruit and these dried mushrooms. I don't trust them. Oh wow, this light gambeson's quite heavy. Let's see, I'm still over by a decent amount. I have a poor quality arrow. Where did I pick that up? Well, I'm okay with staying over encumbered for the moment. Yeah, I can't sprint well overloaded. That's fine. Okay, so that's the linden tree, so I just need to go up the road and drop it off. I'm not going to carry the spade beyond this, so... There's a bunch of wrecked arrows all over the place. And there's the linden tree. So how am I supposed to use the shovel? Am I supposed to just walk over here and it'll cutscene? Or do I need to actually perform some actions? I mean, I expect I'll find out when I get over here.
This is a good place. You're gonna like it.
Did my talking to myself? Okay, well, sure, whatever. Yeah, okay, I see. So how do I... Wait. Oh, I do that. Good, good. I did not want to stand there where he dug out the ground. Nor do they want to kind of do that to like, have to set it up to make the ground topography changed and all that sort of stuff too. It's a dog.
So, let's get to it.
Yeah. He tries to figure out how to pick him up.
Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye, cut the bastard down. As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth. Ah!
Oh dear.
Way off.
Ooh. Whoop, he got me. He hits real hard. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to win that fight or not. I guess I'll find out momentarily.
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? And now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
Well, that was some nice timing for us. Yep. Too nice of a sword for us to keep for long, right? Oh, we got a title scroll. Hello, Robard. Teresa survived, it seems. I recognize Brian Blessed's name. Now those are some pretty renders. I wonder if it's possible to beat that guy in that fight if you're good enough at the game. And how it would play out differently if you were able to. Quest started. Awakening. Objective started. Save your parents. Ooh. Well now, this is dramatic. But I think it's a dramatic we're going to have to save for next time, maybe? Well, maybe not quite. I don't have control over my mouse cursor. So, let's press forward and see what happens. Well, this is dramatic. I'm not that good at the sword fighting yet, and you know it, game. Yep, they knew it. That was a heck of a dream.
Need some help?
Henry, there's work to be done.
He's going to be plagued by this. And misremembering what happened then, too. remembering how he felt, not what happened, you know? He felt he should have saved them, but his father told him to flee. And his feeling like what he should do and contrasted with what his parents actually wanted him to do and what he did do, it's definitely a lot going on for him and quite challenging. Why is this not indicating loading?
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Okay.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
A few delirious days later. Yeah. Fever
awake?
delirium.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
Let's see. How did you find me?
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
They were looking for me?
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard.
So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radzik he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines.
After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak.
Yeah, makes sense. And even later.
Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Rattay Mill, my uncle's mill at Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzig?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of a coin you owe him.
Yeah.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
Yeah, I guess I owe the guy.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Sounds good. Well, I just got a pile of quests. Okay, you're home. Rete Mill is now your new home. You can sleep here and save the game. You have your own common trunk here, which is available to you in all your homes and rented lodgings. Okay. So it's a special teleportory trunk. That sounds incredibly unrealistic and super useful. I am going to go ahead and wrap things up here because, my goodness, a lot of stuff has happened. So, until next time, everyone, take care and goodbye.